Tim, I've always wanted to ask you this, and I've been watching your material for a long time, and I don't want you to think I'm offended or anything, but you might have noticed I'm a Christian. Christian. And he said, I've just always wanted to ask you why you don't believe in God. And I said, well, I don't believe in God for the same reason that anyone who doesn't believe in something doesn't believe in it, because they haven't yet been offered enough evidence to allay their doubts. And he said, but you don't just go through your entire life only believing things for which you have evidence, do you? And I said, yep. That's how I wade my way through my turgid existence. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And he said, what about love? And I said, what about love? And he said, do you believe in love? And I said, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm loved. I love. Yeah, I believe in love. And he said, aha, you don't have any evidence for love. And I said, well, yeah, I think, sure, yeah, I think so. I mean, love without evidence is stalking. And he said, well, if it's evidence you want, then how about this? And he proceeded to tell me a story. And this is his story. Sam's mum, in her early 60s, had developed a degenerative eye disorder, and she'd gone to the doctor after putting it off, and the doctor said if she didn't have surgery really quickly that she would lose her eyesight. And Sam's mum was scared because she didn't believe in modern medicine, she didn't trust doctors, she was afraid of the idea of surgery and of hospitals. But she had her church. Sam and his mum went to one of those large, shiny, glass-type evangelical churches there in the Dandenongs. And that Sunday, Sam and his mum went to church, and 1,400, the whole congregation, 1,400 people prayed together for Sam's mum. And the next Tuesday, they went to the doctor, and the eye was healed, cured, completely without any evidence of any problem whatsoever. And this had a huge impact on me because I try to be intellectually honest, and all I've ever asked for is evidence. And here I was experiencing for the first time a first-person account of what can only be described as a miracle. So I went right on home and I wrote this song. I have an apology to make. I'm afraid I've made a big mistake. I turned my face away from you, Lord. I was too blind to see the light. I was too weak to feel your might. I closed my eyes, I couldn't see the truth, Lord. But then, like Saul on the Damascus road, you sent a messenger to me, and so now I've had the truth revealed to me. Please forgive me all those things I said. I'll no longer betray you, Lord. I will pray to you instead, and I will say thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mum. I had no idea about it, suddenly so clear. Now I feel such a cynic, how could I have been so dumb? Thank you for displaying how praying works, a particular prayer in a particular church. Thank you, Sam, for the chance to acknowledge this omnipotent ophthalmologist. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mum. I didn't realize that it was so simple, but you've shown a great example of just how it can be done. You only need to pray in a particular spot to a particular version of a particular God. And if you pull that off without a hitch, he will fix one eye of one middle-class white bitch. I know in the past my outlook has been limited. I couldn't see examples of where life had been definitive, but I can admit it when the evidence is clear as Sam's mum's new cornea, and that's extremely clear. Thank you, God, God for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mum. I have to admit that in the past I have been skeptical, but Sam described this miracle and I am overcome. How fitting that the sighting of a sight-based intervention should open my eyes to this exciting new dimension. It's like someone put an eye chart up in front of me and the top 5 letters say I-C-G-O-D. Thank you, Sam, for showing how my point of view has been so flawed. I assumed there was no God at all, but now I see that cynical. It's simply that his interests aren't particularly broad. He's largely undiverted by the starving masses or the inequality between the various classes. He gives out strictly limited passes, redeemable for surgery or 2-for-1 glasses. I feel so shocking for historically mocking you. Your interests are clearly confined to the ocular. I bet given the chance, you just chew the divine and start a little business selling contacts online. Fuck me, Sam, what are the odds that of history's endless parade of gods, that the God who just happened to be taught to believe in is the actual one? And he digs on healing, but not the AIDS-ridden African nations, nor the victims of the plague, nor the flat-addled Asians, but healthy, privately insured Australians with common and curable lens degeneration. This story of Sam's has but a single explanation: a surgical God who digs on magic operations. No, it couldn't be mistaken attribution of causation, born of a coincidental temporal correlation, exacerbated by a general lack of education vis-a-vis physics in Sam's parish congregation. It couldn't be that all these it couldn't be an artifact of confirmation bias, a product of groupthink, a mass delusion, an emperor's new clothes style fear of exclusion. No, it's more likely to be an all-powerful magician in the misdiagnosis of the initial condition, or one of many cases of spontaneous remission, or a record-keeping glitch by the local physician. No, the only explanation for Sam's mum seeing they prayed to an all-knowing super being, to the omnipresent master of the universe, and he liked the sound of their muttered verse. So for a bit of a change from his usual stunt of being a sexist, racist, murderous creep, he popped down to Dandenong and just like that used his powers to heal the cataracts of Sam's mum. Of Sam's mum. Oh. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mum. I didn't realize that it was such a simple thing. I feel such a dingling, what ignorant scum. Now I understand how prayer can work, a particular prayer in a particular church, in a particular style with a particular stuff, and for particular problems that aren't particularly tough, and for particular people, preferably white, and for particular senses, preferably sight, a particular prayer in a particular spot to a particular version of a particular God. And if you get that right, he just might take a break from giving babies malaria and pop down to your local area to fix the cataracts of your mum. Oh, thanks. Yeah. I don't want you to think I spend my life just trying to take away everything that gives people joy. That's my job, that's not my life.